And this week, the Your South Florida team was at FIU's annual Veterans Breakfast to hear from local vets about the issues that matter most to them. Take a look.
I served 8 years in the Marine Corps active duty, and now I serve at FIU trying to help out other veterans.
I started serving straight out of high school in 1996. I did a tour in Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2004.
I'm an Army veteran of 24 years, just recently retired. Now here I'm at FIU as a student in construction management.
I served 5 years in the Navy. I was a hospital corpsman. First duty station was in Japan, and then I served on the USS Theodore Roosevelt.
United States Marine Corps.
I joined 2003, right after 9/11. I did 12 years in the United States Marine Corps.
I was active duty for approximately 7 years. I participated in the Career Intermission Pilot Program, which gave me some time as a veteran civilian to complete my education, and I will be resuming active duty shortly after.
Veterans Day to me is kind of a day of remembrance, in my particular case, to remember those other brothers and sisters that I served with, those that made it back and those that didn't.
The biggest issue in the veteran community as a whole, I guess, a lack of awareness that we're human too. Just because we wear the uniform, we're no different than a regular civilian, that we just happen to wear the uniform, but we're human.
The biggest issue that I see in the veterans community is not enough veterans know about their benefits that they have out there for them. They don't know the necessary steps to be able to utilize these benefits that they have for veterans.
I would say the biggest issue right now is mental health. I'm a nurse. I work at the VA hospital, and even though a lot of issues are addressed, I believe a lot of issues are brushed aside and they just blame the veteran service, time in war, and is not taken in as something that has to be put more time into. Most of them don't feel that they're able to come back into a normal life, and even those that have came back to family, I would say are one of the biggest losses, because they cannot integrate as a father or as a mother.
A lot of veterans within our community are facing a lot of healthcare issues. The VA has greatly improved some of their standards and practices. However, sometimes it just takes a while for things to happen, and that goes on both their side and us as veterans speaking up for the things we need to. So that goes on both of us. We need to get our healthcare taken care of.
One of the biggest issues I would say that I've faced in my time since getting out, it's just been like transitional pieces of it, from going into workforce and then going into school itself.
One of the biggest issues as a veteran that I see is a problem with veterans knowing what resources they have or who they can turn to for education if they're having trouble with housing or even healthcare. It's a problem, I think, of resources or knowing where to get the information.